By the beginning of the 1920s in Anhui province, the construction of the first government-financed road had begun, the automobile transportation industry had started up, and film screening equipment began to be imported. New films were screened here only 1 month later than in Shanghai and Nanjing. Hair curling techniques spread from Shanghai to Anqing, and they became a trend for fashionable women. But these products of modern civilization seem to be reserved for urban women. For the Huangmei Opera artists who grew up in peasant families, all these modern products seemed far off. All they could hope for was to live peacefully. During the first administrative conference of Huaining County in 1931, it was decided that Huangmei Opera should remain banned. The reason was, as always, that it was erotic opera. From a short poem popular in Huaining County back in those days, it was easily seen how mainstream society viewed Huangmei Opera. Early Huangmei opera largely depicted love affairs between men and women and the destiny of women. Such stories were commonly seen in mini-operas and feature operas, and this was why they were defined as erotic opera by the authorities. Secret Affair was a traditional Huangmei opera originating from the xiqu opera of southern Anhui province. Secret Affair tells the story of a girl named Zhang Arnu, who falls in love and is secretly engaged to Yu Laosi, a farm labourer her family has hired as a long-term hand. When their love affair becomes known, Yu Laosi is exiled and Zhang Arnu commits suicide. As the opera contained plenty of erotic lyrics and acting, it was banned by the government again and again, but this didn't stop people from watching it. In the Huangmei Opera Secret Affair, there's a scene entitled Zhang Arnu's Love Sickness in 12 Months. It depicts how Zhang Arnu longs to see her lover while they're separated. In this scene, Zhang Arnu has to sing more than 200 lines, and very few Huangmei opera singers could accomplish the entire piece while maintaining a smooth tone and vibrant vocal color. Before the 1950s, Huangmei opera was not the only folk opera that was labelled erotic in Anhui province. The Lu opera and the xiqu opera styles of southern Anhui province were also defined as erotic operas. These folk operas all featured nearly the same stories, or at least had similar plots. This rather bold love scene was an excerpt from the mini-opera Collecting Water at Blue Bridge, one of the 72 traditional mini-operas in the Huangmei opera repertoire, and a classic mini-opera of the Lu opera style. This is also Yan Fengying's representative work. Before the founding of New China, this was an opera commonly performed in almost every Huangmei opera troupe. The audience could watch this opera repeatedly without tiring of it. After the founding of New China, how to reform these so-called erotic operas to meet the needs of the new age became an important issue for most of the Huangmei opera troupes and artists.
蓝桥积水呢，原来的剧情就是有妇之夫和有妇之夫在井边相遇以后相爱的这么个故事。但是他原来魏奎元的这个身份，一个书生呢，他见到蓝玉莲以后啊，在老的剧情里面，他是带有一些调戏的成分的。这种爱情呢，在今天看来还是有些问题的。
On April 3rd, 1950, Mao Zedong wrote an inscription for the newly established National Academy of Chinese Theatre Art. Let 100 flowers bloom, weed through the old, to bring forth the new. Soon, the entire theatrical world in China began a movement to reform the operas, the management, and the people. This movement impacted on the development of Chinese theatre deeply. Soon after this movement began, Zhou Enlai issued his instructions on theatre reform work, saying that local folk operas, especially the mini folk operas, were simple and lively in form, and could easily mirror contemporary life and be accepted by the masses. Therefore, their importance must be emphasized. How the Immortal Lu Dongbin Thrice Angered White Peony is a traditional mini-opera. It tells the story of how an old man and his only daughter White Peony start a pharmacy by a bridge and put out a sign that says all medicines are available. When the immortal Lu Dongbin travels past in the guise of a Taoist priest, he supposes that the message on the sign is a bluff and decides to teach White Peony a lesson. He asks for strange medicines that don't really exist, but White Peony is so intelligent that she not only answers him eloquently, but also mocks the immortal. This mini-opera is funny and quick-witted, and it's still popular today.
早期的黄梅戏的剧目，一共大小戏有108本，这些戏都是早期的黄梅戏艺人一代一代的积累和传承下来的。这里面有很多很好、很民俗，也有很有人民心的东西。但是由于从那个时代里过来的呀，它必然也有一些格调不高，文化层次不高，甚至于有一些比较灰暗的东西。
In order for audiences to have the opportunity to continue watching the mini Huangmei operas they really liked, the Anhui Provincial Cultural Bureau set up the Anqing Opera Reform Team to revise them.
以蓝桥积水为例啊，我们把它改成蓝玉莲是童养戏，魏奎元是个诚实、很纯情的一个书生，这样的剧情，这种爱情故事就显得很健康、很美啊。
有伙伴来，有伙伴，青春年少好配良缘。
这样子就可以两个人在蓝桥相会的时候， 谈情说爱了，这样子一个故事，这样子有同情啊。蓝玉莲是十分这个羡慕这个魏慧远，魏慧远又十分同情这个蓝玉莲，这两个人呢就是有这样一个惺惺相惜的一个基础。以后两个人就约定再次见面8月15。
The opera reform in Anhui province caught the attention of the East China Military Control Commission. As per their request, the Anhui government set up a group to perform in Shanghai in 1953. Their program included not only the feature classical operas, but also a mini-opera entitled Gathering the Pig Fodder, which was a revised version of the mini-opera Steal the Bamboo Shoots.
当时选的大戏是天仙配当中的陆玉一折，还选了一个现代戏新事新办，还选了一个现代戏柳树井，还选了一个传统戏叫蓝桥积水，又叫蓝桥会，这样几个戏组织一台。后来说演员换装不行，那再加一个小戏吧，加一个什么呢？说咱们就加一个打猪草。说加个打猪草，哎呀，打猪草这个里面呢，不健康，有庸俗的东西，咱们改吧。
这个戏的剧情呢，早期是陶金华真的偷了2根绳子，以后和被这个看园的金小毛发现2个发生了纠纷。经过大家的讨论呢，觉得这个还是不是那么理想，那么就由郑立松先生执笔，在王少凡先生、严凤仪先生的这个共同参与下，把头绳改成了碰断了绳子，这样和金小毛产生了误会，
把它碰断了，误会碰断。猪草，当我打猪草到处都有，我碰到你这个绳园里头有猪草，我把你绳子碰断了，碰断以后我心里都有点害怕，我就把猪草改了，怕你看到之后的话来赶我偷绳子，这样不就误会了吗？
黄梅戏早期剧目的建立和修改、打磨，都是以团队的方式，都是群体的力量。那么知识分子和老艺人结合起来修改打猪草，这个模式是打猪草的剧本的修改得以非常的成功，一直繁荣传承到今天。
The revised Gathering the Pig Fodder was defined as a children's story with a theme of innocence and friendship. The folk songs in this mini-opera are familiar to audiences even today. The singing style of Gathering the Pig Fodder was Hua Qiang, meaning literally flowery tune, and it was typical for all mini-operas. With a strong trace of folk song, the lyrics usually came in pairs, particularly in the form of question and answer. But there was no restriction over the number of words used in each line. Moreover, there were many decorative sounds in between each line, which meant nothing in particular. The final sentence was usually to be repeated, but it varied depending on how the actors decided to perform it.
黄梅戏在没演正本大戏之前啊，都是2个角色，或者是3个角色，叫2小戏，小旦、小丑，或者是3小戏，小生、小旦、小丑，3个人，所以叫2小戏、3小戏。这时候唱的戏啊，都是来源于民间的民歌、小调、山歌、歌舞和说唱。这些曲调在黄梅戏里面有100首左右，这些曲调统统叫做花腔。
花腔呢是这样，过去叫多多腔，就说明花腔是个种类，说明它有许多的这个民间小调。你比如说桥巷这个戏，那么它就叫桥巷调。他比如他唱今年28呀，明天29呀，后天30晚呐，家家喝点酒过年喽。
大入草在结尾的时候，陶金花和秦小毛和好以后，秦小毛随着陶金花回家，那么陶金花招待他。原来的剧情是杀鸡作罢这么一句台词。因为你提出这个问题，因为这种台词啊，用非常流利和语速非常快的安庆话来讲，容易造成观众的误听。
杀鸡作罢不就是骂人的话吗？安庆的话就是骂人的话，这个肯定不能要的。连我一讲，我有个建议，说安庆人有个风俗，过年到人家去啊，人家给3个鸡蛋1碗炒米，这个鸡蛋就是文蛋啊，放3个鸡蛋，把一点炒米，把个鸡汤一搅，就是给人家最好的一个礼物，是不是？鸡蛋泡炒米好不好？好，我觉得你这个办法好，就用这个，结果就用这个，是不是？
Fried rice is the traditional food of Anqiang. Fried rice with chicken soup is considered a delicacy prepared to please guests. With Yan Fengying's suggestion, the revised opera was even more interesting, and more importantly, she gave the opera Gathering the Pig Fodder a flavour from the old Anqiang folk songs.
是一种直调式，这个直调式啊，是黄梅戏，不管是主腔还是花腔， 还是彩腔，都是一个重要调式。严凤英唱跟丁永泉学的这个，已经把它黄梅化了，是个直调式，流畅、优美、通俗，好听。它是已经变成了黄梅戏音调的一种唱腔了，又有比较浓郁的安徽的风味。
In November 1962, the revised Gathering the Pig Fodder made its debut in Shanghai. This opera was rehearsed by the local folk opera exhibition troupe of Anhui Province, with Yan Fangying and Ding Zichen as the lead. The opera, full of beautiful singing and dance scenes, became extremely popular as soon as it appeared. Remarkably, this was over half a century after the story of Gathering the Pig Fodder had taken place. The original plots were totally changed. Only the beautiful classical tunes remained. The Shanghai concert turned this 22-year-old opera singer Yan Fangying into a worshipped actress. One review said that Yan Fangying's performance was excellent, and that she created the image of an innocent country girl that nobody will forget. Her performance of over 20 minutes in length was like a beautiful pastoral song celebrating the youthful life of the peasants.